If you are 18 to 24 years old, this video could save you months and even years of your precious 20s as you start your career. This is the advice I wish someone had given me in my early 20s. If you are not serious about your career, please click off and watch some other random video. Alright, if you are still here, let's get into it. But first, why should you listen to me? Well, over the last 5 years, I have helped hundreds of college graduates gain clarity in their career while building a cumulative following of around 120,000 followers across socials. In 2017, I interned at Amul in Anand, Gujarat. The experience was eye-opening. Besides learning the technicalities of daily technology, I gained a crucial perspective shift for my career decisions. One day in a lab where milk was sampled and tested, I watched an employee conduct tests on milk samples. This was his daily routine: take samples and test milk. Most employees there had well-defined, repetitive tasks. Growing up, I watched almost every episode of Food Factory and Food Tech Show. I thought working in a food factory would be exciting, but reality was waiting to hit me hard. Being a creative person, I was stunned. I realized I wanted a job with creative elements. In a factory, you are rewarded not for creativity, but for following steps to achieve desired results. You are a cog in a big machine. Seeing that man testing milk, I thought, this is definitely not the job for me. Now you might wonder, what's the point of this story, Areeb? The point is, we spend 10 to 12 years in school and 3 to 6 years in college, thinking the end result will be an amazing job where we will be having fun. But rarely do we get a taste of what working in our dream job is actually like. We spend 2 decades learning complex trigonometric formulas of maths, memorizing the distance between sun and the earth, and memorizing all the important dates of world wars. But do we ever learn if we will even like the career we are working towards? Now the solution is actually not that complicated. Which brings me to the first tip of this video: crafting experiments. Rather than thinking that I will become a project manager, why not try to manage a project on a small scale? For example, you can conduct a workshop in your college with a specific budget and see how you handle it. If you are interested in programming, you can do 100 days of code challenge to see whether you are cut out for it or not. Most of the jobs, especially digital jobs, can be done at a small scale to get a feel of what this job would look like. You can ask questions while experimenting and exploring. For example, what do I like the best about this work? And what do I like the least about this work? While you are doing those experiments, you will find that some of the things you can do naturally. You don't have to put in much effort. This is because of the next point I'm about to discuss, and that is your strengths. The more time you spend using your strengths at work, the more impact you will make and the happier you will feel. Gallup, an American performance management company, found that employees who use their strengths are 6 times more effective and engaged in their roles. So how do you identify your strengths? Now write down 20 things you are great at. It could be related to work or it could be related to your hobbies. Ask a family member or a friend or a colleague, what 3 words would you use to describe me? And also ask why they selected these words. The intersection of these 2 answers will lead to your strengths. Now while you are identifying your strengths, there is an important concept that everyone seems to miss out on. I was not even aware of it about a year ago. This is a concept that can truly unlock your potential, and I'm not even kidding. This concept I'm about to tell you is called concept of self-image. Self-image is the key to our personality and behavior. Change your self-image and you can change your personality and behavior. For instance, you might think you are bad at math because you got poor marks in 4th grade. But if you had worked on it, you could have improved. But now you believe you are just bad at math for entire life. Our current self-confidence stems from our experiences, not just from what we learn. Knowing that solving problems improves skills is one thing, but information alone does not change us. Now, 2 critical discoveries make self-image crucial. Number 1, your actions, feelings, behaviors, and abilities align with your self-image. You act like the person you think you are. A person who sees themselves as a failure will find ways to fail, regardless of opportunities or willpower. And the second one, self-image can be changed. It's never too late to change your self-image and start a new life. This change begins with imagination. Psychology shows that our nervous system cannot distinguish between real experiences and vividly imagined ones. The key is to define the qualities you want and gather evidence to support them. By conducting the experiments I mentioned previously, your self-image will improve and you will gain the confidence to step out of your comfort zone. Now, I have done an integrated BTech and MTech in food processing technology. However, I am not working in the technical area of food technology. I am working as a communications manager right now. I wasted a lot of time leaping into this career. I used to think that I needed to find a job in the food technology field because I have a degree in food technology. But while I worked, I realized that I am more curious to explore content creation, digital communication, and design. The sunk cost fallacy is real, and I recommend not to fall in this trap. There are millions of people who have a degree in a certain field but are doing a job in a completely different one. You are not your degree. Now, there are 3 things you need to do to get out of the trap of the sunk cost fallacy. Number 1. Reframe your education as transferable skills, not wasted time. Your past education was not for nothing. Analyze the skills you have gained. It could be communication skills, problem solving skills, research skills, and how they can be applied to your desired field. Highlight these transferable skills on your resume and during interviews. Focus on the future, not the past. Don't dwell on the years spent in your current field. Instead, think about the potential for growth and happiness in your desired career. What excites you about it? Visualize yourself thriving in that new role. And number 3, start small and create a plan. A complete career overhaul might feel overwhelming. Instead, research entry-level positions in your desired field. Look for opportunities to gain relevant experience through volunteering, online courses, or even freelance work. Build your network in the new field by connecting with professionals on LinkedIn or attending industry events. Oh, I know, the thought of networking might be killing my introverted friends, which brings me to the most important point of this video. Be ready to change. A McKinsey report suggests that as technology continues to develop, up to 375 million workers may need to change their occupational category by 2030. A 2019 Global Human Capital Trends report by Deloitte discovered that 9 out of 10 leaders set restructuring as a top priority. This environment means that organizations are looking to hire people who are resilient, adaptable, curious, and can demonstrate their ability to learn quickly and succeed in a fast-moving world. This reminds me of the quote from Albert Einstein. The measure of intelligence is the ability to change. Now, I know that you might think that you don't have enough time to learn new stuff or new skills, but if you spend 20 hours of focused learning and practicing the skill you want to learn, you will get good at it. The concept of the first 20 hours was explained by Josh Kaufman in one of the most famous TEDx talks. And the process of rapid skill acquisition is pretty straightforward. Step 1. Deconstruct the skill. Step 2. Learn to self-correct. Step 3. Remove practice barriers. And step 4. Practice at least 20 hours. If you spend around 45 minutes every day for a month learning a skill, you will get considerably good at it. So, in summary, if you want to save years of your precious 20s so that you don't fall into the career you hate, follow these 5 tips. Number 1, craft experiments to find out what you like and what you don't like. Number 2, identify your strengths. See what comes naturally to you, what kind of compliments you get, and what are your learned strengths. Number 3, expand your self-image. Change your self-image and you can change your personality and behavior. Number 4, avoid the trap of sunk cost fallacy. If the past is not serving you anymore, let it go. Be ready to change, because change is the only constant in this world. If you watched the video till the end, comment below what's your favorite tip from this video. This is the voice of AI and I will see you soon.